सान्द्रानन्दावबोधात्मकमनुपमितं कालदेशावदिभ्या निर्मुक्तं नित्यमुक्तं निगमशतसहस्रेण निर्भास्यमानम् अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनः उरुपुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं तत्तावत् भाति साक्षात् गुरुपवनपुरे हन्त भाग्यं जनानां योगीन्द्राणां त्वदङ्गेष्वधिकसुमधुरं मुक्तिभाजां निवासो भक्तानां कामवर्षद्युतरुकिसलयं नाथ ते पादमूलं नित्यं चित्तस्थितं मे पवनपुरपते कृष्णा कारुण्य सिंधो कृष्णा कारुण्य सिंधो हृत्वा निशेषतापान् प्रदिशतु परमानन्द सन्दोहलक्ष्मी
Guru Pavanapure Hantabhagyam Jananam. Namaskaram to all the Astikas. Rasa-Kreeda, Rasa-Leela. All this has been put together in the form of 5 chapters here, 5 Dashakams called Rasa Panchadhyayi. For all these days, the Gopika Stris were waiting to experience that bliss with Krishna. And that moment has arrived. It is said that Bhaṭṭatiri, who used to be reading Srimad Bhagavatam, internalizing it, and then developing the quintessence of whatever he has internalized in the form of shlokas, would be the outpouring called Nārayaneeyam. It is said that he did read Rasa-Kreeda, the Rasa Panchadhyayi in Srimad Bhagavatam, and was wondering, how could a little boy of such young age manage so many women of this clan? That is when it is said Bhagavan for a moment displayed Rasa-Kreeda, Rasa-Leela right in front of him in Guruvayur. As he saw Rasa-Kreeda, Bhaṭṭatiri wrote this beautiful Dashakam of Kesha Pasha Dhrita Pinchika. So as he saw, he wrote. So this is an experience in itself. This Dashakam has a huge message when it comes to Siddhanta, to philosophy. All that now. Kesha Pasha Dhrita Pinchika Vitati Sanchalan Makara Kundalam Kesha Pasha Dhrita Pinchika Vitati Sanchalan Makara Kundalam Harajalavana Malika Lalita Mangara Gagana Saurabham Pita Chela Dhrita Kanchi Kanchita Mudan Jagam Shumani Nupuram Rasa-Keli Paribhushitam Tavahi Rupani Shakalayamahe. Hey Isha, the one who is the Supreme Lord, Vayam Kalayamahe. We meditate. Vayam, we. Kalayamahe, we meditate. Tavahi Rupam, on your beautiful form. Your Rupam, Tavahi Rupam, Rasa-Keli Paribhushitam, the way your form has been appropriately dressed for Rasa-Kreeda. Keshapasha Dhrita Pinchika Vitati, and with those beautiful hair locks. So just imagine that he has got Chikuram, Bahulam, Viralam, Brahmaram, beautiful curly hair tresses. Keshapasha Dhrita Pinchika Vitati. So there are beautiful peacock feathers on all sides. Keshapasha Dhrita Pinchika Vitati. Sanchalan Makara Kundalam. He has got beautiful gem-studded fish-shaped or crocodile-shaped earrings. So Sanchalan Makara Kundalam Harajala Vanamalika Lalitam. Harajalam, those necklaces. Vanamalika Lalitam. So they are filled with stones, they are filled with pearls, and they're all swaying. Angaraga Ghana Saurabham. So the body is completely applied with the sandal paste. Angaraga Ghana Saurabham. So there is always so much of sandal paste on his body. And that too, that which gives that good smell. In the south of India, there is one particular scent which is applied around the Kaveri region. It's called Punuk. Certain places it is called Kasturi. Similarly, this Kasturi, Punaka, these are all Vasana Dravyams, we call Gandhardwaram, Duradarsham, we say pleasing Mahalakshmi. So there is always something that gives fragrance. So that is what is invoked here. Angaraga Ghana Saurabham. Pita Chela Dhrita Kanchika Anchitam. So that beautiful girdle that is fit on that yellow cloth, that seems to also be swaying. So he says, because when Krishna's hip dances, you can see that kanchi, that mekhala, the girdle also moving. Pita chela dhrita kanchika anchitam udanchat amshu maninopuram. And then there are beautiful anklets that are covered in beautiful stones. Mani Nopuram, Udanchat Amshu Nopuram. So those feet are covered with such beautiful ornaments. So this particular shloka describes Krishna head to toe. How his hair tresses are, what are the peacock feathers, what necklaces he's wearing, what girdle he's wearing, what color cloth he's wearing, what anklets he's wearing. So there is a certain description given to his rupam. That is why the shlokam itself says, Tavahi rupam rasakeli paribhushitam. Tavahi rupam, your form that is fit for rasa dance. Now Bhaṭṭatiri continues, तावदेव कृतमण्डने कलितकञ्चुलीकगुचमण्डले गण्डलोलमणिकुण्डले युवतिमण्डलेऽथ परिमण्डले अन्तरासकलसुन्दरीयुगलम् इन्दिरारमणसञ्चरन् मञ्जुलां तदनुरासकेलिमयि कञ्चनाभसमुपदधाः. I, Kanjanabha, the one whose nabhi, from which the Padma comes, is Padmanabha or Kanjanabha. So the one who gives rise to a lotus is Kanjanabha. Ai Kanjanabha, Tavat Yeva, at that very moment, time. Yuvarti Mandale, those group of young women, we have been discussing about the Gopikas threes who have been wanting to experience bliss in union with Krishna. All these adhyayas. So that is what he says. Kalita Kanchulika Kucha Mandale, and their body and their bosoms tied up with all the required clothings. So he says Kucha Mandale Kanchulika. Next, Gandalola Mani Kundale, and they too have beautiful kundalams, dangling earrings with beautiful gems that go this way and that way. So they've got those beautiful earrings. Krita Mandane, and they had adorned in similar ways. Just not the ears, but the other parts also they had adorned so very well. Athar Pari Mandale, and thereby they all got in the form of a circle. So they were beautifully adorned. They had come so very well adorned. They wanted to experience bliss. So they all got into a circle. Atha parimandale tvam sancharan. And as you were moving about, antara sakala sundari yugalam. Anganam anganam antare madhavaha. Madhavam madhavam cha antare nangana. Itham akalpite mandale madhyagaha sanjagau venuna devaki nandanaha. Oh, the son of Devaki, who used to be playing the flute. Where is he? Anganam ankanam antare madhavaha. Between two Gopika women was one Krishna. Madhavam Madhavam cha antare nangana. Between two Krishnas, Madhavas was one Gopikastri. So they were alternatively placed in that beautiful circle, not one circle, concentric circles. It looked so beautiful. You know, today we say drones shot from the top. It looks so beautiful that way. So, Atha Parimandale, they were all in the form of a circle. Tvam Sancharan, hey Krishna, at that point in time, you were moving about. Antara Sakala Sundari Yugalam, between two beautiful Gopika Stris. So, hey Indira Ramana, the one who is loved by Mahalakshmi, the one whose consort, Ardhangini, is Sri Mahalakshmi, Indira Ramana, Samupadadhaha Manjulam Rasa-Kelim. Now, you did duly perform that beautiful Rasa dance. This is what Bhaṭṭatiri says in this particular Shloka. Vasudeva tava bhasamanamiha rasa-keli rasa saurabham duratopi khalu narada gadita makalaya kutuka kula veshabhushana Vilasa Peshala Vilasini Shata Samavrita Nakato Yuga Padagata Viyati Vegatotha Suramandali. He Vasudeva Atha Akalaya. He Krishna Vasudeva Akalaya, immediately on hearing. What did they hear? Rasa-Keli, Rasa Saurabham Tava. On hearing the great charm that is associated with the Rasa Leela, Bhasamanam Iha, that which was resplendently going on there, Narada Gaditam Durataha Ati Khalu. As told by Narada. Narada has been telling them, though from a very far off distance, Durato pi Kalu Narada Gaditam. So at a very far off distance, Suramandali Kutu Kakula. So those, when Narada informed them, the big assembly of Devas, they were all very excited. So he says, Sura Mandali. Sura is Devas, Mandali is their big group. Kutukakula, they were Kautukam, Kutukakula means they were very eager, they were very enthusiastic to see what is going to happen. Vesha Bhushana Vilasa Peshala Vilasini Shata Samavrita. So, and those Devas who were surrounded by, how were those women there? Vesha Bhushana Vilasa Peshala. So they were beautifully dressed damsels. Vilasini Shata Samavrita. And they were adorned with beautiful ornaments. Vegataha Agata Yugapat. They all speedily came together. They all ran towards you. Nakataha Viyati. So much so that from the heavens that they were looking, it looked, for a moment, it looked as if they were looking to the sky adorned with beautiful stars when they're looking down. It was such a beautifully dressed scene. Nakataha Viyati. From the skies when they looked, it looked like such a beautiful sight, says Bhaṭṭatiri in this episode.
कल्याणरूपाय कलौ जनानां कल्याणदात्रे करुणासुधाब्दे कंवादिदिव्यायुधसत्कराय वातालयाधीश नमो नमस्ते नारायण 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 नारायण